What is going on, YouTube? This is Tylord, and I am finally back with more Let's Play World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade. This is episode 26, and for all of those that may have forgotten, it has been well over 2 years, or close enough to 2 years that I'll say it's been well over 2 years since I've done anything with this tune, with this Let's Play series. This is my OG Burning Crusade World of Warcraft Let's Play series. This is my Blood Elf Priest that I made, like I said, well over 2 years ago. It's been so long. I'm stressing the time frame here of how long it's been since I've played on this tune. Now, many of you may or may not have seen one of my videos I uploaded the other day talking about how the original Excalibur WoW server that I was playing this tune on shut down in February of this year. And so basically I was able to transfer over all of my tunes from that server onto a new server called Project Entropius, and that's the server that I'm currently playing on right now. I also touched on briefly, very briefly, that I believe they stopped character transfers, and I'm not sure when they're going to start those up again. So who knows, that's kind of up in the air. But also that all these tunes that I transferred from Excalibur WoW ended up on this test server. It's like a test developer server. And so technically I think I'm the only player online right now. I think I'm like the only player on this server. We have the entire world to ourselves right now because there's nobody else online. So I guess I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I'm just pointing that out. I'm not sure. It'll probably be at least a year before Project Entropius creates some sort of archive server. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and keep leveling up this tune and make some more episodes for this Let's Play series every now and then, because I don't think there's any issue with me just playing on this server and questing and leveling on this server. If there is a GM or whoever, a developer might step in and say, hey, you know what, you can't play on this server. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep playing it and questing like I normally am. So we are here in Stranglethorn Vale, where we last left off. And I believe the last episode was called Tiger Mastery, but this time around, so we did Tiger Mastery, and I still have Raptor Mastery and the Defensive Grom'gol. So I'm going to be taking on these two quests just to start off this episode. We actually have quite a bit of quests to do right around this area, the Savage Coast right here. So that's where I'm going to be for the time being, for the foreseeable future. I only have a few more raptors to kill, 3 more, technically 2 more after this raptor for the Defensive Grom'gol. We already have Raptor Mastery completed, but then I want to run over and do an Unusual Patron. Is a pretty easy quest that I can knock out real quick. I think I was over in Dustswallow Marsh when I hit level 40, and I picked Shadow Form for the first time, and I got Shadow Form. And I had my mount, I had my little skeletal horse, and I popped into Shadow Form, and you know, it gives off this aura of like, you know, makes you purple, makes your mount purple, and shadowy and sparkly and fucking like demonic looking, and it's great. It's a great little aesthetic ability. So when we finally get that, man, things are gonna pop off. So that's it for the raptors I have to kill. That was the last raptor right there, the last Lashtail raptor we need to kill. So I think I'm gonna cut away right now. I'm gonna probably run back and turn this quest in, and then actually, you know what, no, I'm not gonna do that, I lied. I'm gonna cut away still, but I'm gonna head out and do a couple more quests so that when we return to Grom'gol, we have about 3 quests to turn in instead of just 1. So give me a second, and I will meet you guys over off the coast of the Vile Reef somewhere. Alrighty, we're back here at the Vile Reef, all the way down at the bottom of the ocean. We only got about 30 seconds of breath left, so I'm going to run over here real quick, loot this. I'm going to run over here, loot this tablet, get the shard, and we're going to get the fuck out of here. So we got about 10 seconds. Now, this quest... Oh my god, we're gonna die! Please, sir, I don't want to die. I'm gonna drown, everybody. This is it. This is how I die. How much damage are we taking? Oh, we can make it. We can make it. There we go. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, saved. Saved. Oh my god. So the Murlocs are no longer elites, as you can see right there. However, make sure you you surface first at the top of the water. Get a nice long breath of oxygen before you submerge yourself back down there. So I'm gonna clear out the surrounding area right here because we're gonna be using this this item that was provided to us when we accepted the quest. And I believe it is, what is the item right here? The Gift of Nias right here. Summon the water elemental. We're gonna have to summon a water elemental, slay the water elemental, and then we're gonna loot the heart from the water elemental. Quite a mouthful, right? So we're summoning Nias right here, and there she is. He, she, I don't know. It's an elemental. They don't really have genders, do they? So here it is. Here is the water elemental. I'm going in for a long holy fire cast time. I don't know why I didn't shield first. I probably should have shielded so my spell casting wasn't interrupted. Essentially, the Shadow Priest rotation, it's been so long since I've played Shadow Priest, but the Shadow Priest rotation is pretty simple, right? When you actually get Shadow Form, you can't even use Holy Fire or Smite anymore. Pre-Shadow Form, it's usually good to start off with a Holy Fire. It's got a long cast time, 3.5 seconds, that's a long cast time. Now usually you would want to start with Holy Fire, start attacking a mob, start the cast time before you aggro them, so that you actually get the whole thing off before they're even attacking you, right? Before they've aggroed you. And then after that, it's just Mind Blast, make sure Shadow Warp Pain is up, Mind Flay a couple times until Mind Blast is off cooldown, and rinse and repeat. And then you can have a Wand if you want a Wand, or go for some Smite casts. But Smite cast, eventually the casting time of Smite becomes so long, 2.5 seconds, that it's not even really worth it to cast it, so you might as well just go for some Wands in your downtime, I guess, whenever Mind Blast is on cooldown. So we're going for the Holy Fire opener, get a Mind Blast there. Did not work, chat. Chat, it did not work. They're actually just going to chill from a distance and chuck their spears at us, their javelins. They have like infinite javelins that they're just going to be throwing at us. And then eventually they go into a frenzy. And then they run away like cowards. So Enrage increases their physical damage dealt, and then I think their attack speed as well. But we need to kill these hunter mobs because they drop these shrunken heads. These are the only mobs. These are the only mobs in this entire zone, in all of these ruins, that drop these shrunken heads, and we need 20 of them. Now, luckily, they usually drop about between 1 and 4 per mob. So on average, you'll get 2 to 3 heads per mob. So the first one dropped 3, excuse me. The other one dropped only 1. But then they also drop Bloody Bone Necklaces, so I can get both of these quests knocked out at the same time. So I'm going to be here for a little while. I'll probably cut away at some point. I don't know exactly when, because I might just go on a rant and ramble for a little while. And then post-production, while I'm editing, I'm just like, well, this is too long. I'm going to cut out all this useless gibberish that I've been speaking for the last 5 minutes. So who knows? Whenever I cut away, I'll cut away. Alright, everybody. We are back here at the Grom'gol base camp. I've got about 5 or 6 quests to go ahead and turn in here, so let's go ahead and start turning them all in. First, we have Nimboya here, who wants the 20 shrunken heads, courtesy of the Bloodscalp Headhunters. Let's go ahead and turn this in. We can actually pick up these Darkspear cuffs. Now, they're not any better than what I already have, so I think I'll go with the male wrist pieces here just to sell back for more money. Not that I really need it, because I am fucking flush with gold. Oh my god, oh my good lord, chat. The follow-up to that quest, headhunting, is Bloodscalp Clan Heads, which I'll pick up, but I don't know if I'll ever do it. It's red right now, meaning we probably need to be closer to about level 40 before we run back up to the ruins of Zolkunda, and there are 2 different mobs we have to kill and collect their heads, so I doubt I'll be doing that quest anytime soon. Let's go ahead and turn in Bloody Bone Necklaces. We can get the Bloodbone Band. Again, don't think this is any better than what I already have, but I mean, I'm not going to turn it away. I'm not going to say no to it. And then we can also turn in the Vile Reef to Kinwile here. He wants the Tablet Shards. Let's go ahead and give him that. Now, the follow-up to the Bloody Bone Necklace quest is the Split Bone Necklace quest. He wants 25 Split Bone Necklaces now from a different troll type. The first troll, the first area we needed to kill the trolls together. The Bloody Bone Necklaces was just like kind of north here of Grom'gol base camp. The other trolls we have to go kill to collect the Split Bone Necklaces are going to be kind of southeast of Grom'gol camp, base camp. So let's go ahead and turn in the defense of Grom'gol to Commander Agrogosh here. And then there's a follow-up. He wants us to go out and kill 10 Ogre Brutes and 5 Ogre Witch Doctors. Not too bad, not too shabby. Now this mob right here, Nimith Hawkeye, with the Farstriders faction, he's actually an addition that came with the Burning Crusade. He gave us a quest, an Unusual Patron. We had to go kill that Water Elemental Nias and then collect the Heart of Nias. So we can go ahead and turn that in. There's no prereq to that quest, and there's no follow-up. So this was an addition purely to TBC. Obviously, you probably would remember it back in Classic or Vanilla WoW. There weren't any Blood Elf mobs, especially not in Grom'gol base camp. So this NPC is definitely an addition to Burning Crusade, as is that quest. But it's just a one-off quest. It's just like an extra little quest that they added into Stranglethorn Vale area, but there's no follow-up. So it's just like a little one-shot quest. Now I'm going to cut away again. We have one more quest to turn in over at Nessingwary's expedition. Alrighty, let's go ahead and turn in this quest. This is the Raptor Mastery quest to the man, the myth, the legend, Hemmet Nessingwary Jr. himself. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Now that's how you get a trophy or two over the old hearth. Nice killing, Ty Lord. Why, thank you, Mr. Hemmet. So the follow-up, like I mentioned, he wants us to go kill 10 Jungle Stalkers. Now the Jungle Stalker mobs, this quest is probably going to be red. Yeah, because the Jungle Stalker mobs themselves are between levels 39 and I want to say like 43. So small level range, but kind of right outside of our bubble in terms of mobs we can probably handle one-on-one. So I probably won't be doing that this episode. One thing I want to do, I'm going to cut away again, lots of cuts here and there. I haven't been down to Booty Bay yet on this tune. And I know there are quite a few quests I can go ahead and pick up in Booty Bay that require us to come back up. There are a lot of quests I can pick up that the actual mobs that we need to kill are up kind of near the Savage Coast, you know, the Vile Reef up along here, kind of near Grom'gol base camp. Another quest is over here at the, not Curzin's compound, but the other little goblin zone. Goblin subzone. So I'm going to cut away and head down to Booty Bay. Alrighty guys, we are over here at the Salty Spittoon. Let's go ahead and talk to Crank Fizzlebuff. He's got a couple quests for us. Singing Blue Shards, so this is definitely a quest we want to pick up. And the other, Zanzil's Secret. I mean, I guess I can pick it up for now. It is another one of those red quests that we're not going to be able to get done until we're at least level 40 or in that level 40-ish range. High 30s to low 40s. There is a rogue trainer in here, in case there are any rogues that are watching this video, my Let's Play, saying, I wonder if there's a rogue trainer in Booty Bay. There definitely is a rogue trainer in Booty Bay. So there's a couple goblins here that give us some quests. Blood Scalp Ears that we definitely want to pick up. Hostile Takeover is another great quest for us to grab. And then Krazik here has a little quest for us that we've already technically done this quest, but we aren't going to get credit for it unless we pick it up again. We need to find the Hunter's Camp. So he's heard tales of a group of hunters that have set up camp upriver from the Adventure Company mining camp. And he is, of course, talking about him at Nessingwary and his little band of hunters who we've already been doing quests for the last couple episodes. So here is Gringer, kind of like Ginger, but with an R in his name. You guys remember that old Nickelodeon show, As Told by Gringer? Well, that's him. All grown up. Feel old yet? So I think that there's probably like one more quest we can pick up in Booty Bay. Let me run over here and see if I can grab this one from Drizzlick. What a name. Finn Fizzracket here does have a quest for us, but we aren't going to be able to pick it up until we are closer to level 40. Again, most of the quests here in Booty Bay are going to be, or in Southern Stranglethorn Vale as a whole, are going to be, you're going to need to be around level 40 to do. So bring 2 large river crocolisk skins. I think we can definitely do that. What is that? Supply and demand. We can probably do that quest pretty easy. So I think I've picked up all the quests I can go ahead and grab here in Booty Bay. There is an auction house in Booty Bay for anyone interested, and it is the only cross-faction auction house, so you can sell things between factions. Like you can put something up as a horde, and then an alliance can come over. There's an auctioneer right there, and then an alliance tune can come over and buy it. So that is a neat little thing about this, but there aren't going to be any players on this server since, like I mentioned before, this is like a test kind of developer server. But I'm going to try and keep leveling this tune on this server anyways, and then who knows, maybe by the time they release an archive realm, I'll be level 70 or close to level 70 on this Blood Elf tune. Alrighty, so here in Stranglethorn Vale, let me guys kind of show you where I am, just west of the Bal'al ruins, kind of near Nessingware's expedition, but not really. There's this little, I don't even know what you would call it, a cliff, this little vale of stretch of land, kind of just off the coast here of the Vile Reef, where you're going to find a lot of these crystal spine basilisks. So these mobs are the exact mobs that we need to kill for the quest, one of the quests we just picked up in Booty Bay, called Singing Blue Shards. So I'm going to go ahead and track this quest. We need 10 of them. Now the drop rate isn't actually 100%. It's probably something like north of 80, probably about 90%. So they might not be, they might not drop them. You might have to kill quite a few of them. You might need to kill about 12 to 15 of these mobs before you actually end up with 10 of the shards themselves. And the problem is, I don't think at any given time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm not 100% sure that there are even 10 of these mobs spawned in this area at any given time. Now, one of the kickers about these mobs is they have a short cast. They have a spell called Crystal Gaze. If you have an interrupt, definitely go ahead and use it. I actually, other than Psychic Scream, I do not have an interrupt as a priest. I don't have silence. I haven't spec'd into it just yet, which maybe I probably should. I don't know. Silence is actually a 45-second cooldown. Oh my gosh. That's a long cooldown. I didn't know it was that long. Not that useful. But, so these mobs do have target not in line of sight. Really? So these mobs do have a stun, like I just mentioned. It does have like about a 3-second cast time, but again, lasts about 6 seconds. No diminishing returns, so I got hit with a 6-second, and then after about 2 seconds, it got refreshed to its maximum duration. I'm not sure what the cooldown is even for this spell, but usually I don't think you'll, unless you are taking on 2 or 3 at a time, you probably won't see them casting it twice in any one encounter. So the cooldown might be something like a minute or a minute and a half. So just keep in mind that they do have a stun that you have to be wary of. But otherwise, these mobs aren't in any trouble at all. So I'm going to be killing these mobs for a while, gathering all these singing crystal shards, these singing blue shards. And from there, I will meet you guys again wherever I end up. Who knows? It's a mystery. It's a mystery to everybody. Okay, so now for the other quest, one of the other quests we picked up in Booty Bay, Supply and Demand. You're going to want to come all the way up to the northern part of Stranglethorn Vale, just right outside of Nessingware's expedition. You're going to find these river crocolisks, and they should drop large river crocolisk skins. So you're going to need 2 of them. And we'll be done with this other quest, Supply and Demand. It's a fairly easy quest, and it is green. And as you can see here, all these river crocolisk mobs are quite underleveled. So if you're ever in Booty Bay, closer to around level 30, it's probably better if you pick up this quest then, as opposed to doing it now while I'm, 35 already, because you won't get as much experience from turning the quest in when it's green, as opposed to if you got it when it was yellow. But along with Supply and Demand, we can go ahead and run over here. All you have to do is step inside the area, and then you'll have completed this quest. Investigate the camp. All you have to do is locate the hunter's camp, and here it is. We've located it. So I'm done with both of these quests. I am going to head over and do one more quest. Alrighty, that's right, folks. We are here at the Venture Co. base camp. We're gonna need to start killing these Venture Co. geologists and collect 8 tumbled crystals. I believe I'm in the right spot. It could be that I'm not, but I want to say that this is the correct area to kill these mobs and gather these tumbled crystals. So these geologists here are a lot like, for a second I was thinking they were a lot like fire mages, but then I remembered, no, they don't cast fireball or anything like that. I'm pretty sure they're more like shamans. So they cast spells. They basically only spam Lightning Bolt, but then they also have a couple other spells. They have Immolate, I believe, is a spell they have, and then they have a quick cast spell. It's called Quick Flame Ward. Actually, no, they don't even have Immolate. So what I'm thinking of, they have two little buffs. They have a Flame Ward and a Fire Shield. So the Fire Shield makes it so whenever you deal damage to them, you get hit by a little bit of fire damage in return. Kind of like, think of like the Druid spell Thorns. But then the Quick Flame Ward is akin to, I believe mages actually do get a Flame Ward spell, or like some sort of spell that absorbs fire damage. So that's essentially what that spell does. But me being a Shadow Priest, we don't have to worry about that because none of our spells actually deal fire damage. Even though one of our spells is literally called Holy Fire, it deals holy damage and it's not fire damage. So wouldn't you know it, these Geologists are actually great for us to attack and kill because they aren't immune to any of our spell damage schools of magic. All priests deal are holy damage and shadow damage, and so we can deal holy damage and shadow damage, and they aren't able to absorb any of the damage. So the Quick Flame Ward makes them immune to all fire spell damage, which is pretty OP, but we don't have to worry about that. Hey everybody, I am back, and guess what? I am here at the Mizja Ruins, and as you can see here, I am killing the last Mashog Ogre Brute that I need, and I need one more Witch Doctor, and my target is right over here. I actually can't even mark my target. Huh? What? Hello? Game? Where is my nipple? I want to put the nipple on the Witch Doctor, but I cannot. That's strange. Anywho, I decided I might actually... I probably won't level just by killing this last mob, but I was actually running back to Grom'gol base camp so that I can fly down to Booty Bay, because all the quests that I have that are actually completed we're going to be turning in down at Booty Bay. And I was thinking to myself, you know what, Tyler? I don't know if you're going to level. You have 4 of these quests. 2 of them are green, so they're underleveled, meaning you're going to get even less experience than you normally otherwise would get from turning in this quest. And I was about 8,000 experience points away from leveling up, and I thought, you know what, 4 quests, half of which are going to be giving me less than 100% experience as a reward, I'm probably not going to level. So I decided to stop over there at the ruins, the Mizja Ruins, so we can at least turn in one more quest and get that for sure level up, because I wanted to get at least 1 level up this episode. So this is going to be it. Commander Agrogosh, we can turn in the defensive Grom'gol and get this Grom'gol buckler, which we can't use because it's a shield, but he says, well done, you have served the war chief with honor. So there it is, ding dong, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached level 36. Oh my gosh, wow, what an accomplishment. I don't know what to put my talent point into. I haven't maxed out Shadow Focus yet, I haven't maxed out Mind Blast yet, Improved Mind Blast, or Shadow Weaving. I did pick up Vampiric Embrace, but I could get Improved Vampiric Embrace, but I think we're going to go with Darkness, just keep increasing our Shadow spell damage. So right now this is at 4% increased Shadow spell damage, pretty good. Once we're all said and done with Darkness, we'll have 10% increased Shadow damage, and then once we get the last point into Darkness, we'll be at level 40, and we can go ahead and pick up Shadow form, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So we are 36, so at some point I'm going to go visit my trainer, pick up some more class spells, ranks for spells that I need to pick up. But otherwise, we are here at the Salty Spittoon, the Salty Sailor Tavern. Let's go ahead and turn in Hostile Takeover. Now this is a quest that I really wanted to get done because the gemmed gloves here that we get as a reward are definitely an upgrade. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. So our intellect remains the same, plus 6 int, but we're gaining 5 spirit over the 4 stamina, and then 6 increased spell damage and healing effects as opposed to 4. So definitely an upgrade, even if it's a very minor one. So those 2 are turned in. We have another quest to turn in the Salty Sailor Tavern to Crank Fizzlebub. That's the Singing Blue Crystal Shards, and he's actually going to give us a follow-up, Ventrico Mining. Would you look at that? So bring 10 Singing Blue Crystal Shards, and actually the reward for this quest, for the Singing Blue Crystal Shards, which this quest is actually red now. Wouldn't you know it, another red quest in Southern Stranglethorn Vale, who would have guessed it, is the Goblin Igniter, a wand. quite the upgrade over what I have now. It's actually much slower, almost a whole second slower, 0.7 seconds slower than what I have. But that damage, it's almost double the damage. So DPS wise, it does work out to be a considerable upgrade. So let's go ahead and turn in supply and demand here. That's the last quest we have to turn in, and supply and demand actually does have a follow-up, some assembly required. So the follow-up is he wants more Crocolisk skins. So the first we need to kill were the rare crocs. To follow up, he wants 5 Snapjaw Crocolisk skins. And these Crocolisks are actually going to be found near the Venture Co. mining camp around Lake Nazfariti. So we'll be doing that at some point next episode, I believe. But that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Oh my gosh. Who would have thought Excalibur WoW went down and everybody was probably thinking, oh my gosh, there goes that Let's Play. He's never going to get that. He's never going to get access to that tune ever again. He's never going to play on this Blood Elf Priest. Well, guess what? I'm here, and I'm here to stay until some GM pops online saying, hey, you can't play on this server, and then they kick me off. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I doubt it, but who knows. Alright, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. And as always, until next time, I hope y'all stay classy, and peace out.